creating the galaxy of possibility, we have to import in the moon, which is right here, and that's the name I've given to the moon, sprite_moon. And the next thing is I'm gonna just click on center. You can see the X and Y axis is dead in the center of the moon. You can just say the coordinate of X and Y axis is right there, and that's it. That's the moon. That's the name of the moon. So the next thing I will be doing now is to import in for the sprite. Let me edit right sprite. I'm gonna need explosion. Okay, explosion sprite_explosion. Okay, let the explosion start in the center as well. That's good. Then I want to repeat the same thing, exactly the same thing for the asteroid. There's the asteroid right there. Get the asteroid in. You can see the asteroid is animated. Okay. Come on. Yeah. Asteroid animated. Let's look at how many pieces of images made up the asteroid. You can see we have approximately 100 and it's about 180 actually. 180. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay. If you look up here, you can see 180 frames made up the asteroid altogether in total. You see, that's how this animation was created. Okay, you can just see a preview of it right here, and the speed is approximately 30 frames per second, I believe, and that's it. No background in this case. Okay, so I just click OK and continue. I'm gonna have to upload my, let's create another sprite for the landed aircraft. The aircraft on land. That is it. The landed aircraft. Okay. Right, that's good. I think I'll get that in the center as well. That's good. What about the flying one? There's a flying one. That's a flying aircraft. Okay. Put the flying aircraft in. Yeah. Get that center as well. Alright, click on OK. Let's explore this sprite landed aircraft. Okay, I think I have 72 images there that made up the animation. Okay, and let's have a look at the flying aircraft as well. Yeah, I also have 72 there. But you might be wondering, why do we have two different aircraft? If you look at the flying aircraft, you can see the aircraft, you can see the flame, which indicate that the aircraft is flying, and this indicates that the landed aircraft indicate that the aircraft is in a stationary position. Okay, so I'm just gonna click on OK now. Move on. Well, let's look at the explosion as well. Let's see how many frames we have in there. We only have 9 frames for explosion. This is very easy to create. You can, if you're good in Flash, you can create this in Flash as well, which is very good, and just import it into this program. So the next step is to create sound. So I'm going to right click on the sound, create new sound, import new. That's the wrong one. Let's go to resources. Of the three, I need explosion. That's, if there's any explosion, that's the sound that will be played. I'm just going to call that SND_explosion. Click on that, then create another one for the bonus point. Yeah, that's for the bonus point. Okay. SND_bonus. Click on OK. Yep. Create another sound for, yeah, when you launch the aircraft. Launch the aircraft. Then create one for the background music. The background music, in this case, let me just choose that. And so my background music, SND_background music. Click on OK. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is to import background image. So let me use this nice background image here. That's the image I intend to use. That's my background image. Okay, I'll take that off. Okay, that's the background image. So now I will be converting this sprite into object. So right click on object. Okay, give that object_moon. Go to sprite for these objects, select sprite moon. The next step is to add events, create, and the action that I'm going to be adding is the move freely action, which is right there. In that case, I want the moon to move around the galaxy, so let's use a randomization. Randomize 360. I can set my speed to 4. Click on OK. So the next thing is to include a wrap action for this moon. If the moon is outside the screen, okay, outside, select wrap to screen. I'm going to be selecting on both sides so that the moon will drop in every angle. Okay, so that is that for the moon for now. I'll just click on OK. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is let's create an object for the asteroid. So let me select asteroid. That's my asteroid right there. So I'll just call it object_asteroid. My asteroid. Right. So that's my asteroid object. The next thing I'm going to do is to set the depth. So let's make that about 10. Okay, so now add events, then select move freely, and the same thing, just enter randomize 360 degrees and set the speed to approximately 4 as well. Okay, so the next thing is to add another event should in case the asteroid is outside the screen. Okay, outside the room, let it come back into the room from any of the angle. Okay, either horizontally or vertically or in both directions, and then click on OK. So accept the rules. So what I'm going to do now is just to try out what I've done so far. I'm going to click on the room, create a room, select the background, which is right here. Okay, now return to objects. Let me get rid of this so that you can see what's there. Add some asteroid to the room. Just place about 5 in there or maybe more, and select the moon, You can see I actually click on this area to select which of the object I intend to use. This time I need the moon. Okay, let's place some moon there. So I'm just going to accept that and run the program for now. Let's see what's going to happen, the outcome of this program. Just waiting for it to load up. Here we go. Yeah, that's good. You can see the moon and the asteroid. Let's press F4 for full screen. The moon and the asteroid just moving around the galaxy in all directions. Okay, so that's how easy it is just to create an illusion of movement within the GameMaker environment.